Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm here again with a brand new story. Enjoy the story, and don't forget to share your valuable thoughts in the comments.
Have you ever wondered what secrets still sleep beneath the quiet towns of America? What if one ordinary road, hidden deep in the forests of the United States, led to a discovery so strange that even experts could not fully explain it? This is not a fictional legend passed around campfires. This is a story inspired by real patterns of mysterious discoveries, abandoned sites, unexplained structures, and government-documented oddities found across the United States. And by the end of this story, one question will stay in your mind. Some mysteries are discovered by accident, but what if they were never meant to be found? In the autumn of 2019, a road maintenance crew in rural West Virginia was assigned what seemed to be an ordinary project. Heavy rainfall over several weeks had caused a section of old forest road near the Appalachian foothills to collapse. The damage itself was nothing unusual. Landslides, road erosion, and sinkholes were common in the area. The road, known locally as Hollow Creek Route 12, had been built decades earlier and was rarely used except for local hunters, utility workers, and the occasional lost traveler using outdated GPS directions. At first, workers assumed the collapse was caused by weak soil, but as excavation equipment began clearing debris, something unexpected stopped the entire operation. One of the bulldozer blades struck something solid. Not rock, not concrete, metal. The operator immediately shut down the machine. Workers gathered around as mud was cleared away, revealing a curved metallic surface buried several feet underground. At first glance, it looked like part of an old storage tank or industrial pipe, but its smooth texture was unusual. There were no visible seams, no bolts, no corrosion. For an object buried underground in wet soil, the metal looked almost untouched by time. The crew contacted county officials, assuming it could be some kind of old utility infrastructure or forgotten military equipment. Within hours, local authorities arrived. Then something even stranger happened. The county ordered the road project paused indefinitely. No explanation was given. Workers were told to leave the area immediately. But one employee, later interviewed anonymously in an online local news discussion, claimed he saw officials measuring the exposed object and taking photographs with equipment he had never seen before. According to his statement, the object was far larger than initially believed. Only a small section was visible, but ground-penetrating radar suggested the buried structure extended at least 70 feet beneath the hillside. And its shape was not cylindrical. It was symmetrical, almost geometric. News of the discovery spread quickly through the small community. Naturally, rumors exploded. Some believed it was part of an abandoned Cold War bunker. Others thought it could be a hidden moonshine tunnel from Prohibition-era operations. But older residents had their own theory, and it was far more unsettling. For generations, locals had avoided that section of forest, not because of wildlife, not because of difficult terrain, but because of stories. Stories about strange sounds, low humming vibrations heard late at night, compass malfunctions, animals refusing to enter certain areas, and perhaps most disturbing of all, repeated reports dating back decades of people claiming they had lost time. A retired hunter named Daniel Mercer gave an interview to a regional radio station years earlier, describing an experience from the late 1980s. He had entered the woods shortly after sunrise. By his estimate, he had walked less than half a mile, but when he checked his watch again, it was nearly evening. He could not explain the missing hours. He remembered no injury, no loss of consciousness, nothing unusual, except a strange metallic smell and an intense headache. At the time, few believed him, but after the road collapse discovery, old stories resurfaced with new attention. Online forums filled with archived newspaper clippings, local folklore, and missing persons reports connected to the surrounding forest region. Several disappearances from the 1960s and 1970s had occurred within a 15-mile radius. Not all were eventually attributed to wilderness accidents, but not all. One case remained particularly disturbing. In 1974, a college geology student named Rebecca Hale vanished during a survey expedition. Her team reported she had wandered a short distance from camp and never returned. A search operation lasted 9 days. No body was found, no clothing, no equipment, nothing. Until 2 years later, a backpack matching hers was discovered hanging from a tree branch nearly 20 feet above ground. Inside were notebooks, geological samples, and a camera. The film, though partially damaged, contained several developed images. Most showed ordinary forest landscapes, but one photograph puzzled investigators. It displayed what appeared to be a smooth, dark surface, partly protruding from earth. Curved, reflective, unnatural. At the time, the image was dismissed as an oddly angled rock formation. Now, after the 2019 excavation, people revisited the photograph with fresh eyes. Could Rebecca have found the buried structure decades earlier? And if so, what happened to her? As public curiosity intensified, official silence became even more suspicious. County records regarding the road project suddenly became inaccessible online. Journalists requesting comment received only generic statements about geological safety concerns. No agency publicly claimed responsibility for the site. Yet, according to nearby residents, unusual activity continued for weeks. Unmarked vehicles were seen entering temporary access roads at night. Portable floodlights illuminated sections of forest after midnight, and one local delivery driver claimed he saw personnel wearing uniforms with no visible insignia. The mystery might have faded into conspiracy territory if not for one crucial leak. In early 2020, an anonymous file package was uploaded to an obscure message board. The post lasted for only a few hours before deletion, but screenshots spread rapidly. The files included several blurred photographs allegedly taken from the excavation zone. Most were low quality, but one image stood out. It showed a partially exposed entrance-like formation built into the buried structure. The opening was triangular, not rectangular, not circular, and surrounding it were markings unlike anything viewers recognized. No English, no obvious symbols from known industrial design, no military labels, just repeating geometric patterns.
Experts online debated the images endlessly. Archaeologists questioned authenticity. Engineers noted the unusual structural design. Some users dismissed the entire leak as fabricated, but others pointed to one chilling detail: scale. The visible doorway was estimated at nearly 14 feet tall, far larger than standard access entrances, which raised an unsettling question. What was this structure designed for? Months passed. No official explanation emerged. Eventually, public attention shifted elsewhere. The story joined countless unresolved internet mysteries. Another unexplained anomaly buried beneath layers of speculation. But in 2022, new information surfaced. A former subcontractor who allegedly worked security near the area contacted an investigative podcast anonymously. His voice was digitally altered, his identity concealed. What he described reignited the mystery. According to his account, teams had gained limited access to interior chambers within the buried structure. The walls were smooth and black, resembling polished volcanic glass, but harder than known materials. No dust, no signs of decay, no organic residue, as if the interior had remained sealed and preserved for an unimaginable length of time. He described narrow corridors leading to chamber-like rooms. No furniture, no machinery, no obvious purpose, just architecture. Precise, deliberate, minimal, and deeply unsettling. Why? Because of acoustics. He claimed sounds behaved strangely inside. Footsteps echoed inconsistently. Whispers seemed amplified from impossible directions. At one point, a technician reportedly heard knocking from behind a solid wall. 3 slow taps. Pause. Then 3 more. No cavity was detected beyond the surface. No mechanical systems were identified, yet multiple personnel allegedly reported hearing similar noises. The subcontractor admitted he left the assignment after only 5 days, not because of danger, but because of psychological discomfort. In his own words, the place didn't feel abandoned, it felt inactive, like something built for a purpose that simply hadn't resumed yet. That sentence alone spread rapidly online. Inactive, not abandoned. As discussions continued, independent researchers began comparing the alleged structure with other unexplained underground discoveries across America. Hidden tunnels beneath deserts, sealed chambers uncovered during construction, strange geometric anomalies detected through geological scans. Most unrelated, but collectively fascinating. America is often associated with modern history, skyscrapers, technology, industry. But beneath its surface lies a far older and more mysterious reality. Ancient earthworks, indigenous ceremonial structures, forgotten mining networks, military bunkers, natural cave systems stretching for hundreds of miles, and countless buried anomalies still undocumented. Not every mystery has an extraordinary explanation. Sometimes, strange discoveries turn out to be old infrastructure, geological oddities, or misunderstood historical remnants. But occasionally, something resists easy classification. And that is what keeps people fascinated. Because humans fear what they cannot categorize. Need to understand the unknown is deeply wired into us. Every civilization has confronted unexplained ruins, strange objects, impossible architecture, symbols without translation, questions without answers. And maybe that is the true lesson hidden inside mysteries like Hollow Creek. Not that the world is controlled by secret forces, not that every unexplained object is supernatural, but that even in an age of satellites, AI, and global mapping, our world remains far less understood than we like to believe. There are still places where maps end, still discoveries waiting beneath soil untouched for centuries, still stories dismissed as folklore until evidence emerges from beneath collapsed roads and forgotten hillsides. As for Hollow Creek Route 12, the road remains permanently closed. Officially, the closure is due to unstable terrain. Satellite imagery shows little visible activity today. The forest has grown quiet again. The signs remain posted. No entry, restricted access, and locals still avoid the area after dark. Not because they know what is buried there, but because they do not. Perhaps one day a full explanation will surface. Perhaps the object is entirely mundane, a classified installation, an abandoned engineering project, a misunderstood geological formation enhanced by internet mythology. Or perhaps the truth is stranger, something older, something forgotten, something hidden not by accident, but intention. Until then, the mystery remains underground, silent, waiting.
And maybe that is what makes stories like this so powerful. Not the answers we receive, but the questions that survive. So the next time you drive through an empty American back road, surrounded by endless trees and fading daylight, remember this: history is not only written in museums and textbooks. Sometimes it is buried beneath your feet, and sometimes it is better left there.
But Hollow Creek was not the only place where something impossible had been discovered. After the anonymous contractor's interview went viral, internet investigators began connecting similar reports from across the United States. Patterns started emerging. Locations separated by thousands of miles, different decades, unrelated incidents, yet strangely familiar details kept appearing. Buried metallic structures, unusual geometric entrances, restricted zones established shortly after discovery, and, most unsettling of all, sudden government silence. One case in particular drew massive attention. In 1997, during a drought in the state of Arizona, water levels in a remote reservoir dropped to historic lows. As shorelines retreated, local hikers noticed a strange formation emerging from the mud near a previously submerged canyon wall. At first, it looked like exposed stone, but binoculars revealed something unnatural: flat surfaces, sharp angles, perfect symmetry. The formation was located in an area rarely visited due to dangerous terrain. Reaching it required descending through unstable rock and dried sediment. A small group of amateur explorers documented the site using handheld cameras. Their footage, later circulated online years afterward, showed what appeared to be a partially buried stone entrance carved directly into canyon rock. The doorway was unlike Native American structures known in the region. No decorative carvings, no visible weathering patterns expected from exposed surfaces. Instead, the stone looked unnaturally preserved, almost polished. And surrounding the entrance were repeating patterns resembling interlocked triangles in concentric lines. One explorer reportedly joked that it looked too clean to be ancient. That joke stopped being funny once they entered. The interior tunnel descended at a steep angle. No debris, no collapsed sections, no animal traces. Just smooth passageways leading deeper underground. The footage became increasingly unstable as the group moved inward. Heavy breathing, flashlight beams shaking across black walls, whispers. Then something odd happened. One of the explorers stopped suddenly. He claimed his watch had frozen. Another member checked his digital device. Battery drained, fully dead. Then came the audio anomaly. At timestamp 1843 in the original recording, a faint sound can be heard. Not from the group, not environmental noise, a low-frequency hum. Constant, mechanical, yet strangely organic, like distant machinery buried miles below. The team became visibly nervous. One member suggested leaving, but curiosity pushed them deeper. The final minutes of footage remain one of the most discussed elements of the case. The group entered a wider chamber. Their flashlights revealed a circular room with an unusually high ceiling. No obvious function, no artifacts, no furniture. Only one central object. A black pillar, approximately 7 feet tall. Smooth surface, no visible joints, no identifiable material. One explorer approached it slowly. Then the recording abruptly ended. No dramatic scream, no camera drop, just sudden cutoff. According to later reports, the group exited safely, but refused detailed interviews afterward. One participant allegedly suffered severe migraines for months. Another reportedly destroyed his own copies of the footage. And within weeks, access to the area was restricted. Official reason: environmental hazard. Yet satellite images from subsequent years appeared to show temporary installations near the canyon. Coincidence? Maybe. But investigators found even older records suggesting America's hidden underground mysteries stretched back much further than modern discoveries. In the archives of a small historical museum in Pennsylvania, researchers uncovered an 1884 newspaper clipping describing a bizarre excavation incident during railroad expansion. Workers blasting through a hillside reportedly broke into an underground chamber. Initial descriptions were vague, but one phrase captured public imagination: an underground room not built in the style of any known civilization. The article described walls of dark stone, narrow passageways, and unusual inscriptions no one could identify. Several objects were reportedly removed. Then the site was sealed. No public follow-up, no museum records, nothing. It was as if the discovery had simply vanished from history. Stories like these raise difficult questions. How many discoveries are lost because they are never properly documented? How many sites remain hidden because they are inaccessible, dangerous, or intentionally ignored? And how often do extraordinary findings get explained away under ordinary labels? Construction debris,
Geological anomaly, military property, unsafe conditions. Reasonable explanations on the surface, yet repeated patterns invite curiosity. Perhaps the answer is simpler than conspiracy theories suggest. Not every buried structure is mysterious. America contains layers of forgotten history. Indigenous civilizations built massive earthworks and ceremonial sites long before European arrival. Mining booms created vast underground networks later abandoned. Military infrastructure expanded dramatically during the 20th century, leaving behind countless classified or undocumented facilities. Even wealthy private landowners have historically built hidden bunkers, vaults, and tunnel systems. In many cases, strange discoveries may simply reflect forgotten chapters of infrastructure and history. But some details remain difficult to dismiss. Why do unrelated sites share similar geometric architecture? Why do certain materials appear unusually preserved? Why do reports repeatedly mention acoustic abnormalities, magnetic interference, and unexplained psychological discomfort? Human beings are excellent pattern seekers, sometimes too excellent. We connect dots where none exist. We romanticize uncertainty. We transform incomplete information into legends. Yet legends often begin with something real: a strange object, an unexplained event, a location people avoid without fully understanding why. That is how mysteries survive, not because they are solved, but because they remain unresolved. Across America, thousands of miles of land remain sparsely explored. Dense forests, mountain ranges, deserts, subterranean cave systems, private territories, restricted government zones, places where ordinary people simply do not go. It is comforting to believe the modern world is fully mapped and understood, but it is not. Even now, new cave systems are discovered yearly. Ancient remains emerge during construction. Historical artifacts are found beneath suburban neighborhoods. Entire shipwrecks appear after storms shift coastlines. The Earth is constantly revealing fragments of stories we never knew existed. And occasionally, those fragments feel deeply unsettling.
not because they prove anything extraordinary, but because they remind us how incomplete our knowledge still is. There is a quiet arrogance in believing our generation understands the world better than all before us. Technology creates the illusion of mastery: maps, satellites, databases, archives. But information is not the same as understanding. We know more than ever, yet mysteries remain. Perhaps they always will, because every answer creates new questions. Every excavation uncovers deeper layers. Every solved mystery reveals how much was previously hidden. This is why stories like Hollow Creek continue to fascinate millions, not due to aliens, not due to supernatural fantasies, but because they awaken something ancient inside us. The awareness that beneath civilization lies a deeper unknown, older than roads, older than towns, older than memory itself. And maybe that is the real horror. Not monsters in darkness, not hidden creatures underground, but the possibility that our world contains histories we have not yet learned how to recognize. Stories buried so deeply that when we finally uncover them, they no longer fit our understanding of reality. So we label them, archive them, seal them, forget them, until someone accidentally digs too deep, until another road collapses, another drought reveals stone beneath water, another worker strikes metal where no metal should exist, and the cycle begins. A rumor, a discovery, a restriction, a silence, then questions. Always questions. If you ever travel through remote parts of America, you may notice something peculiar. Roads that end without explanation, fenced-off clearings in otherwise public land, old warning signs half hidden by trees, abandoned service roads leading nowhere visible. Most mean nothing, probably, but occasionally, maybe they mark places where someone found something they were never supposed to find. And maybe somewhere beneath American soil, more structures remain waiting, silent, buried, undisturbed, not lost, just undiscovered, for now. And perhaps that is enough reason to remain curious, because history is not finished, mystery is not dead, and the unknown has never disappeared. It has simply learned how to stay hidden.